who should give Helio Castroneves his shot at the Daytona 500. Hey everyone, so this week, fresh off of his victory in the Rolex 24, Helio Castroneves made some headlines saying that he would love the opportunity to run the Daytona 500 or maybe just some road course races in NASCAR. This story doesn't seem to have gotten a whole lot of attention, which frankly surprises me a little bit, but it got me thinking. If Helio Castroneves were to come over and run some NASCAR races, which would be a huge story in my mind, what team would I like to see him do it with? And I think I've come up with the answer. There are certain teams that come to mind quickly, like Penske or Rick Ware Racing, if the car is prepared by Stuart Haas. I don't think it's worth it if he's in subpar equipment. These ideas are due to his long history with Roger Penske and the relationship that I assume he developed with Tony Stewart, having run the SRX series last year. But after thinking about it, I don't think that either one of these teams is a real possibility. After thinking about it, I think I've found the best team to give Helio Castroneves a shot. That team is Trackhouse Racing. Now, this isn't a perfect fit because no team is really going to be a perfect fit, but I think Trackhouse Racing is the best team suited for Helio Castroneves to get his shot at NASCAR. Trackhouse Racing made their debut last year and immediately started turning heads as they outperformed seemingly all expectations. The team has been shaking up the game from day one, and it's been really fun to watch. Justin Marks founded the team with the intention of using it as a platform to promote STEM education. I majored in chemistry when I was in college, so this is actually something that I really appreciate. Pitbull came on as a major investor early on, and then this past summer they bought out Chip Ganassi Racing, which shocked everyone. They've even been discussing moving the team out of Charlotte to Nashville, though it would seem that the plan has been pushed to the wayside since they've moved into Chip Ganassi's old shop. The point is that this team has been focused on shaking things up and changing the game. So why not keep shaking things up and give Helio Castroneves a ride for the Daytona 500 in 2024, or maybe just some road course races even this year? There was a time when IndyCar drivers were coming over to NASCAR regularly, but those days are gone. And bringing over a four-time Indy 500 champion over for a couple of races would be really cool. Now, I've only just started paying attention to IndyCar, but the thing that strikes me in every interview that I've seen with Helio Castroneves is just how much energy he has and how much fun he seems to be having. Watching Trackhouse and NASCAR, it seems like the people at Trackhouse, especially Pitbull, are having more fun than anyone else in the garage. So I think it would be a great match. I mean, just listen to Pitbull here and try to convince me that there's anyone at the track who was having more fun than him that day.
What is it like to be here? Let me tell you, it's a new world. Love the fans. Love to be around everybody, from the pit crew to the drivers. It's nothing but love, and let me tell you that this is what it's all about. So what we're looking is to get a race car to unify people the same way we unify people with music, and it's an honor to be with Trackhouse, NASCAR, Daniel Suarez, Justin Ty. Man, you already see I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I might jump in and drive it.
Now, Justin Marks has also said that Trackhouse has an eye on running the Indy 500 in the future. So, having a relationship with a guy like Helio Castroneves could pay off for Trackhouse in the long run, too, even if Castroneves isn't the eventual driver of a hypothetical Trackhouse IndyCar team, which, let's be honest, he likely wouldn't be considering his current relationship with Meyer Shank Racing. One of the few complicating factors that I can see is the manufacturer issue. Castroneves drives for Meyer Shank Racing in the IndyCar series, which runs Honda engines. IndyCar only has two engine manufacturers, Honda and Chevy. Trackhouse runs Chevys in NASCAR, so the question is, how much say does Honda have in whether or not Castroneves is allowed to run a Chevy in NASCAR, and would they allow it? I don't foresee this being a real problem, especially considering Chip Ganassi ran Hondas in IndyCar and Chevys in NASCAR for several years, but it is something worth thinking about. Truthfully, the odds of this happening are pretty low, but it's still fun to think about. A run in the Daytona 500 would be fun to watch, and who knows? In the right equipment, Helio Castroneves could be pretty competitive on a road course or even in the 500. I mean, he's done well in basically every other car he's ever gotten into. You can never doubt a driver of Helio Castroneves' caliber. I mean, the guy had no background in dirt racing, and when he went to Eldora with the SRX series, he ended up finishing third. So, what do you think? Could it ever happen? And if it does happen, what NASCAR team would you like to see give Helio Castroneves his shot? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can grow the conversation. And until then, have a great day.